How's it going? Tyler Brown here with Productive Woodworking, and today I'm going to show you how I made this shelf pin drilling guide. It's set up for both 2-inch and 1-inch offsets. It's a quick and easy project and will give you precise holes every single time for your shelf pins. Alright, so let's get into it. Alright, so the first thing we're going to do is take one edge of your MDF and square it up with your fence and make 2 cuts, making it 24 inches long. That way we know both edges are exactly 90 degrees. Alright, so now we're going to go over to the table saw and we're just going to rip this down to about 7 inches wide and making sure that we have both square edges. Alright, so now that we've got the panel all squared up, we can set this off to the side. Alright, so now we're going to take another piece of scrap 1/2 inch MDF and we're going to rip it 1 inches wide, and we're going to need 2 pieces as our edge guides for the back panel. Alright, so the next thing we're going to do is take a square and mark 2 inches from one side and 3 inches from the other. That way, when we add our edge guides, this will be 1 inches from the edge, and when you add this one, it'll be 2 inches from the edge. Next, we got to determine where we want our shelf pin holes, and I'm just going to space them 1 inch apart, starting from the center and working my way out. Alright, so now that we got all the holes marked, we either can use a drill and drill out the holes with the same diameter drill bit as your shelf pin guide. So we're going to head over to the drill press and get these cut. One thing to make sure is to use a backer board underneath of it. That way you don't get some tear out on the bottom. Alright, so next thing we're going to do is attach our edge guides, and I'm just going to be using glue and a pin nailer, but you can easily use brad nails, screws, whatever you got, as long as you line it up with the edge and make sure it's straight. Alright, so now that we got it all put together, I'm going to go ahead and mark this. That way I don't screw up any cabinets. And I'm also going to measure out every other hole. That way I know exactly what I'm going to be drilling. That way if I don't need to go as far up, I'll know when to stop. Alright, so that made that super easy and simple. This jig is definitely going to come in handy when I'm doing the rest of these shelf pins. So hopefully this helped you out, and now you can go out and build one for yourself. If you like the video, please hit that thumbs up and subscribe if you're really interested in similar videos like this to help you in your shop, as well as some pretty awesome furniture builds coming. So stay tuned, and I'll see you in the next one.